Here's the big challenge of life. You can have more than you've got because you can become more than you are. That's the challenge. And of course, the other side of the coin reads, unless you change how you are, you'll always have what you got. I have found in my experience that income does not far exceed personal development. Now, sometimes income takes a lucky jump, but sure enough, unless you grow out where it is, it'll usually come back where you are. Life has strange ways. If somebody hands you $1 million, best you become a millionaire quickly, so you get to keep the money. Otherwise, sure enough, it'll disappear. Somebody once said, if you took all the money in the world, divided it up equally among everybody, it would soon all be back in the same pockets. Incredible. Success is something you attract, not something you pursue. Success is looking for a good place to stay. So instead of going after it, you work on yourself. Personal development. See, the major question to ask on the job is not what are you getting? The major question to ask on the job is what are you becoming? See, the big question is not what am I getting paid here? The big question is what am I becoming here? Because true happiness is not contained in what you get. Happiness is contained in what you become. So that's our major subject for tonight, personal development. Of all the assignments Mr. Shoaff gave me at age 25, this was probably the most difficult. In fact, I'm still working on this one. I think it's an unending challenge to see what you can become. The next subject is called Basic Laws. And it's good to study the basics. And I call these basics primarily because they come from the Bible. Now, I'm not a theologian or a minister, and that'll be apparent. But Mr. Shoaff taught me that the Bible was a good textbook for ideas and stories and success equations, how to live the better life. I found out that was true. He also taught me that the Bible is as practical as it is spiritual, and I found out that's true. If you look at your bank account and your income and you're not happy, there are several places in the Bible to check to see what the heck's wrong so you can make the changes. And we're going to cover some of those tonight called basics. Okay. The next subject is my favorite, setting goals. Mr. Shoaff taught me how to set goals. What a favor that was. One morning at breakfast, shortly after I met him, he said, Jim, let me see your current list of goals, and let's go over them and talk about them. He said, maybe that's the best way I can help you get a better direction started. And I said, I don't have a list. He said, well, is it out in the car or home somewhere? I said, no, sir. I don't have a list anywhere. He said, well, young man, that's where we got to start. He said, I can tell you right now, if you don't have a list of your goals with you, he said, I can guess your bank balance within a few $100s, which he did. And that got my attention. I said, you mean my bank balance would change if I had a list of goals? He said, drastically. That day, I became a willing student how to set goals. And sure enough, learning how to set goals changed my life. And I often wondered why no one had ever taught me how to set goals up until age 25. I went to high school, but if they offered it, I missed it. I went to college for a year, never heard it. I worked for Sears. Really? And to my knowledge, Sears never taught it. Right? How to set goals. So here I am, age 25, married, my family's starting, I've been to college, I'm working, and I still don't know how to set goals. But fortunately, when I was 25, I met the man who taught me how, and it revolutionized my whole life. Economically, socially, personally, it's incredible. So I want to share with you tonight what Mr. Shoaff shared with me, how to set goals. It can be a life changer. Okay. The next subject is the negative part of the seminar. Life is part negative, so we got to talk about the negative. And this subject is called diseases of attitude. Diseases of attitude. There's a lot of things that can wreck your chances to do well. We live in a rather dangerous world, so you got to be not only wise, you got to be careful. Now, attitude diseases are just as bad as physical diseases, right? High blood pressure, heart trouble. I mean, a lot of things lace your chances to do well. So you've got to be careful. And attitude diseases are deadly. I mean, they'll destroy all the good things you start. Okay? So we'll go through those attitude diseases, how to spot them, how to look for them, what they are, and the cure. And I'm a pro on these because I've had them all, so I can give you excellent advice on these. Now, the last subject we're going to consider tonight is called the day that turns your life around. The day that turns your life around. And under this subject, we're going to talk about the emotions that can change your life. Human beings are emotional creatures, and emotions are powerful for life change. Now, of course, emotions are so powerful they can go either way on you. Emotions can either build or destroy. So you really have to employ emotions properly. We call civilization the intelligent management of human emotions. If you can intelligently apply your emotions in the right direction, no telling what can happen. Could turn your life around one day would be sufficient. So we'll talk about those. Okay. Now that's a lot to cover in one evening, but we'll keep at it here and see if we can't get it all done. I'd like to have you now jot down the theme of the seminar. Every seminar should have a theme, I guess. We've got one. It's on some of our literature if you happen to notice it, but if you didn't, for your notes, here it is. The theme of the seminar goes like this. The major key to your better future is you. That's the theme of our seminar tonight. The major key to your better future is you. And I'd like to have you underline two words just to give it some added punch. Underline the word major and the word you, so that it reads, the major key to your better future is you. Now, my first suggestion is transfer this to a card or something where you can put it up where you can see it every day. Preferably put it up where you can see it at the beginning of the day. Before you go off to put the day together, this is a good phrase just to glance at, to keep in mind as you're putting the day together. It's called the silent seminar. If you'll just let this talk to you during the day, I found it to be tremendously helpful. The major key to your better future is you. For a big share of my life now, I didn't have this one quite figured out. Among a lot of things I didn't have quite figured out. Many things used to puzzle me back in those early days. I used to wonder why two people could work for the same company, one make twice as much money. Now, see, that used to puzzle me. And maybe they were the same age, graduated from the same school, live in the same community, work for the same company, with the same products and the same services. They've got the same traffic, the same problems, and one makes $1,000 a month, the other one makes $2,000 a month. Now, that was my puzzling question. Why would this long list be the same and the money twice as much? I asked, what's the difference between $1,000 a month and $2,000 a month? And I don't mean $1,000 a month, right? I could figure that out. But what makes the difference? Why would one person do twice as well, 3 times as well? Speaking economically. Now, I know there's more than one way to do well. I understand that. But in this little narrow area called compensation, what's the difference? Well, back then, with my faulty thinking, I'm trying to reason it out. I thought, well, maybe time makes some of the difference, right? Some people do better because they have more time. I used to say, Harold ought to be able to do well. He's got a lot of time. If I had all of Harold's time, I could do well. Now, that's got to be dumb, right? Number one, you can't get somebody else's time. A guy says to me one time, he says, you know, if I had some extra time, I could make some extra money. I said, then forget it. There isn't any extra time. Hey, when the clock strikes 12 midnight, that about wraps it up, right? I mean, you can look around the gongs there for a little more, but it's over. You say to the guy, what are you doing? He said, I'm looking for extra time. See, they'll come and take you away, right? There isn't any more time. Now, if you can't get more time, which you can't, what could you get more of that would make a difference in economic results? And here's the key word. Make it a part of your notes. We're going to consider it tonight. The word is value. And I have a little phrase for your notes. Value makes the difference in results. Value makes the difference. You can't get more time, but you can create more value.
What up? What up? Carlos, it's only us. That's what's up. Damn, the committed, the people who say we'll be here when it's supposed to be. My mistake. I was supposed to be here at 7, but I was at a family event and I was stressing to them like, dog, I gotta be back at the crib by this time, and of course, it never works out as such. But I'm here. Let's get it. Jerry Cooper, active world team member. Welcome to the Sunday call. You can't get more time, but you can create more value, which is awesome and which is great because there's only 24 hours in a day. And you know what I'm saying? With only being 24 hours, you can only get so much done. But if you become more valuable, your compensation will be higher. People will look at you in a different light, right? Things will start to come your way because people see you as such more valuable, something that's more, what's another word for valuable? Good for you? Whatever, right? Yeah, so that's freaking awesome. Anyway, let's get it started. It's going to be a little bit shorter today. And let's get it going. First of all, Billy, what's up? First of all, I'm fired up about what's going on. Everybody has ups and downs in the business. Everybody has, things going on in their lives. Everybody has, outside forces that's going to allow them to either operate at a high level or lower their operation level, right? And so for me personally, I was operating on a little bit lower level than usual, but being the person that I am and being who I am for other people, whether it be for the team, whether it be for my friends, whether it be for your family, whoever it is that you're more valuable, or not more valuable, whoever it is that you have to be for somebody else, you have to snap out of it and get back to that. So for me, I was operating a little bit lower, but I snapped out of it and I'm not refired up, but I'm fired up back to how I'm supposed to be at my normal level, right? About the business, about possibility, about what's going to happen in the future, about what's going to happen for everybody that's going to watch this call in the future, for everybody that's on the team and that will be on the team in the future. I'm excited for them, for my fifth line that I don't even know where it's coming from, whether it be from Hawaii, Idaho, New York, Florida, wherever, right? That person, I'm excited for that person and what they get to create for themselves inside the opportunity. Why am I refired up? I can't tell you why. I have been watching all the qualifiers in Hawaii. That's been pretty dope to watch, seeing them live their best lives and, you know what I'm saying, doing their stuff from the work that they did on the front end, right? Not re excited, but excited about extravaganza coming up. That's about to be exciting. And just the team's growth, people, doing more volume, people sponsor more people, to the people that I'm talking to about joining the business, just fired up about everything. So I'm super excited to get back to work, back to the grind, and back into the mindset that, that's going to allow us to win. The opportunity is for everybody. The opportunity is here, but the opportunity is not going to come to you. It doesn't have legs, right? So you got to be able to say like, yo, I see the opportunity. People always talk about, dude, you're going to run into people that's going to be like, oh my God, I'm so fat. Oh my God, I want to lose weight. I want to gain weight. I need more energy. I want more time with my kids. I want more money. I don't have the time that I want to spend with my family, whatever the case may be, right? And so we have to remember that we do have an opportunity for people to win in all aspects of that, or a certain aspect. But the thing about it is, I don't feel bad about people that don't want to take the opportunity, because this is the thing. People are going to continue to give you their problems. People are going to continue to enunciate and express them. My favorite thing is you can keep your problems and I'll keep my products. Or you can take these products, right? And that's the amazing part about it, because our products are going to be the answer for a lot of people's problems, right? Whether it be, like I said, whether it be your health, the way you look, how you feel, or for your financial problems, or if you just need to be around more positive people, if you need to be around people that's going for something, right? Because you got to realize that when you start to get deeper into the business and you start to create your own team, some people are going to stick around, not because of the money, not because of the actual products. And some people are going to stick around in business because of you and who you are and who you are inside of the business, right? So you got to make sure that your P's and Q's are on point, and you got to make sure that you're giving your authentic, genuine self to people, because people are going to rock out with you for you and not because of how you look or how much money you make. Now, disclaimer, some people will stick around because you make a lot of money and they feel like, they want to, be a part of that. But most people will stay for the long game, one, for what's possible for them, but two, if they're only doing it part-time, they're going to stick around partly because of the relationships that they build and for the person that comes into the business, that brings them into the business, being your sponsor. So you got to make sure that you're on point, right? And within that, operating inside of a paradigm that allows you to believe that, Get team is possible, Mill team is possible, President team is possible, even on a lower scale, supervisor is possible, active supervisor is possible, world team is possible, active world team is possible. You have to operate in a paradigm that's going to allow you to say, hey, this is possible for me, and I'm going for it. Because a lot of people don't have that. Because this is my thing, right? In-N-Out opens at, 10 o'clock, 11 o'clock, something like that. They open at 10 or 11, whatever, and they close at 1. If you have the mindset to say, I'm going to be working longer than In-N-Out is open, longer than McDonald's is open, whatever. If you have that mindset to say, I'm going to work after they close, which is 1 a.m., 2 a.m., whatever the case may be, and I'm going to be up before they open, that's a great paradigm to have. I remember I was earlier in my Herbalife career, I was doing this thing called the 5 a.m. Club, where we would wake up at 5 a.m., get our personal development in, get your workout in, follow up with your people, and do all that stuff way earlier than you thought, or way earlier than you would normally need to wake up, right? And be done with that. So that gives you much more time throughout the day to actually go talk to people, to actually get in front of people, to actually create a close-knit thing. Because the thing about it is that if you wake up at 12 o'clock, more than likely, if you wake up at 12, just disclaimer, if you're not working graveyard, if you're just waking up at 12, 11, right, you're probably more on the lazy side already. If you're waking up on that side of the bed, figure of speech, if you're already waking up on that side of the bed, more than likely you're not going to get to it. More than likely you're not going to have your shake. More than likely you're not going to have your tea right then. More than likely you're not going to do your follow-ups. More than likely you're not going to post on Instagram. More than likely you're not going to do your personal development, right? And that's only because you're waking up way later. You got to go do whatever needs to be done for the day, because obviously outside of Herbalife, you still have your obligations, whether it be your kids, work, you got to run errands, whatever the case may be. You got to go to court, whatever it is, right? You have obligations that need to be done. So therefore, in turn, if you're not doing Herbalife full time, if you're doing it part time, if you're waking up later, it doesn't give you the opportunity to say, hey, I'm going to do what I need to do for the business, right? I'm going to do what I need to do for my future. I'm going to do what I need to do for my fortune that I'm working on part time, rather than, I'm just going to wake up and I'm going to go do my errands I got to do for my day. Because then after you start doing that, you're going to be like, I don't need to do that today. I don't feel like it. It's only part-time. Then I'll get to it tomorrow. And the thing about it is that having a day like that can set you back a lot. It can set you back a lot, because that might be the day that you could have sponsored your first diamond. That could have been the day that you said, you know what, I'm going to get this client who's going to bring me 10 more people off referrals. That's going to be the day that you meet that business builder that's sponsoring hella people. That could have been the day, but because you decided to get up late, because you decided to not stick with what you said you were going to do, because you just decided to not do what's necessary for what you say you want out of your life, then you're going to lose out on the day. And then that person's going to sign up with somebody else, and you would never know it. That's just how the universe works. So my thing is, from now on, I'm committed to getting up earlier, right? I'm committed to doing what's necessary earlier, because it's necessary. You know what I mean? Like, if we're not going for it with that intensity, what are we doing it for? If you're going for president's team, if you are saying I'm doing it part-time in whatever capacity you want to do it part-time in, that's cool. That's fine. You don't have to have that same intensity. For somebody that's like, I want to go press, somebody that says, I'm going to get out there and I'm going to change my life and my family's lives and my friends' lives and everybody in the team's lives, then listen, it's going to take you to be intense. It's going to take sacrifice. It's going to take you to do more than what you thought. It's going to take you to do things that you don't want to do. That's just the part about it, right? And because without that belief that you can do it comes no action. Without that action comes a discouragement. And without discouragement, you get no results. Or with discouragement, you get no results, right? So I'd rather you be discouraged from you doing a lot and not getting the result from it than you being discouraged from you not doing anything. Because then you'll be like, well, you know what? No point in me to do anything because I don't like to feel this way. Rather than you say, okay, I'm going to go talk to 10 people. Imagine this, right? Tomorrow's Monday. You go out and you go talk to 10 people. All 10 people say no. You're discouraged because everybody said no. Then you talk to people Tuesday and they said no. Then you talk to people on Wednesday and you get 3 yeses. Now you're fired up no matter the discouragement that you faced beforehand rather than discouragement of a lack of action. You see what I'm saying? Does that make sense? Because a lack of action, it's like, I don't feel like doing nothing. You know, I'm not going to do nothing. Then you're discouraged on the back end because you didn't do anything. And now that's just a big circle because you're like, I didn't do anything, so I'm not going to do anything. Now I'm feeling bad about it, so I'm going to continue to not do anything, which is detrimental in all forms and whatever you're doing in life. So my suggestion is operate in the belief, whatever it is. That's why I don't get too deep into people about religion, because it's like, yo, if that's your belief and it works for you, then I suggest that you continue to operate in that belief, right? When people talk about, like Jorge, for example, he's super, super into God, right? And I love him for it. If that's your belief and that's working for you and that's going to allow you to operate in the highest capacity that you can operate in, do it. Right. Mind you, I don't get into about, if you're a Christian, if you're Islam, or if you're Muslim, or if you're Catholic, whatever. Right. Awesome. If you have a belief and that belief is for you, do it. I don't care what it is. Right. For me, I'm not crazy religious like that. But my belief is, I need to change my life because I'm the one living my life. That's my belief. You know what I'm saying? That's my truth. Right. And your truth is for you and it's not for anybody else. So when you operate like that, and you put it on a grand scale to say, yo, this is what it is. This is what it is. You see what I'm saying? Is that Amara? Amara, what's up? If that's her. What's the deal? Right. So, and this is another thing too about operating your belief, right? So a lot of people think that, I need to be the most ripped. I need to be the most ripped person. I need to have the biggest booty. I need to have the biggest chest, whatever, for me to be successful in this business, right? And so a lot of people will work on their fitness harder than they actually work on their business. And I've been noticing that, and I see a few people on the team that do that as well, right? And I'm here to tell you guys, first and foremost, is that yes, your fitness and the way you look and how you feel is very importante. Very. Side note though, actual main point of what I want to say. Don't think that, because my squat is 500 pounds and I'm going to get more clients. No, right? Because I can bench 3 plates, I'm going to get more clients. No, right? I'm trying to chase this new PR. And when I get this new PR, I'm going to get 10 preferred members. No, that's not what it is. I'm going to tell you what it is. It like I'm saying, your fitness is important. The way you look is important. Obviously, this is a health and nutrition business. So therefore, in turn, your physical representation is important to the people that's going to see externally. Yes. You guys like how I say that, right? Anyway, yes, it's important. But don't get confused with, I'm working hard in the gym. That means I'm working hard in Herbalife. Because honestly, these are 2 separate entities. You working out in the business side, because again, like I said, how many times have we seen a president's team member up there or a high-level tab team member on there that you're blowing them out the water as far as how you look? I've seen, trust me, in my career doing Herbalife, I've seen a gang of people where I'm like, just not disappointed, but I'm just like, come on. You know what I'm saying? It's not about how buff you are. It's not about how much you can lift. It's not about how many hours you have in the gym. Let's look at it like this. If you give a 10 on your effort as far as fitness-wise, if you give a 10 as far as fitness-wise, can you say you give that same level 10 effort in your business? right? And you don't have to answer the question from Amanda or Carlos. You don't have to answer the question now, but just think that to yourself. Do I give the same amount of effort in the gym as I do in my business? Do I talk to as many people? Do I give it the same amount of effort when I go talk to people as I do in the gym, right? Do I give the same amount of effort when I'm prospecting as I do in the gym or fitness? And that's the question that you got to ask yourself, because I see a lot of people doing the fitness part, looking really well, posting that they're drinking they rebuild. Yeah, awesome, great. But how many people do you know? How many people know about you doing this based upon how many people you talk to? How many people have you said, hey, if you can refer me to anybody that wants to lose weight? Or how many people have you said that to so you can get referrals, right? How many people have you talked to about the business? How many people know about how to make money, right, inside the business? How many people know about how much money you make? And what are you doing with the money that's making them say, yo, that's very prominent, I want to be a part of that? Are you making Herbalife look cool to yourself or and for the business? Are you hanging around other people, right? Is there a tight-knit group? It's bigger than just muscles, right? You have to look at it like, yo, the business is what's going to take care of me. The business is going to be my safety net. The business is going to be that financial wall that's going to help me out. Not how strong I am. Not how good I look. Not if I have 10 abs or 4 or 2 or none. You know what I'm saying? Now, yes, that does help fuel this, but it definitely 100% is not all of it. And I just want to make that clear for everybody watching this call and everybody's going to watch this in the future, that you probably should put more effort into the business than you do the gym if you're looking to change your life. Right? Is that a far-fetched scenario that I'm presenting? Because I feel like people got it backwards, and I'm like, dude, check it out. We got to do better. If us as an organization and us individually are going to be tab team members, right? Because obviously, yes, we're chasing Prez. Obviously, more than likely, I'm going to be the first one to be pin Prez. But the thing about it is by me being pin Prez, there's people inside of that who are tab team members. There's Get team members, there's Millionaire team members, there's Active World team members, there's 2.5 members, right? Inside of the president's team, there's multiple other people. So when I'm saying chasing this Prez, yeah, overall the organization as a whole, we're a Prez team, but it has to be made up of tab team members. They're the pillars inside of the business, right? So you got to ask yourself, what level of success am I contributing to the Prez run? What level of success am I contributing to the overallness run, right? For your upline, and all that good stuff, right? And then the same thing. And then you have to ask these same questions about your own team. What level of success are my frontline contributing to the overall success of my pin level? And so on and so forth, right? These are the things that you guys have to realize, and these are the things that need to be prominent when you're thinking about this. Because, you know, people out here making 100 bands a month. I mean, yearly, more than a year. There's people out here making 100 bands a month, but there's people making hundreds of thousands of dollars yearly, essentially getting the products off. Essentially, that's where it come from. Like, yeah, it ain't you getting all the products off, but it's getting the products off essentially. Like, there's cabinets, and I could be a victim of this too. And when I say these things, I'm including myself in it, right? There's cabinet full of products, a cabinet full, shakes, protein, teas, bars, all that stuff, tablets, right? If you understand that is what's going to make you your fortune, and you in here eating everything else but the products, what's going on? What's going on, right? You in here eating and drinking everything else but the products in the cabinet that's going to make you the hundreds of thousands, right? That's not going to give you the same value back. That's not going to bring you the team members that you need, right? So my question is, why are we doing so? Do we not believe that it's worth it? Do we not believe that the value is going to be higher? Do we not believe that can happen for us? Because like I said, a lack of belief is going to transition into a lack of action, which will transition to a lack of results. So if we know this and it's clear and it's apparent, we follow many President's team members, we follow many millionaire team members and beyond, right? Yes, they use the same products. Yes, it's the same stuff. Yes, it's the same formula and everything like that. But it's the effort. It's the effort put forth. It's the no matter what that was put forth. It's the I'm showing up no matter what effort, right? Can we say that we're giving that same effort? And if not, that's okay. Because today could be the day where you're like, yo, you know what? I'm going to do better starting today. Like, yes, we've been in qualifications for Extravaganza VIP, right? There's going to be people in qualifications. There's going to be people outside of qualifications. At this point right now, if you're not almost like on the cusp of going bronze or not, you're probably not going to make it, which is fine. But you can use today as the starting point to say, you know what, I'm going to get in the groove. I'm going to get in the mindset so I can qualify VIP for LDW, right? Because after this month, the third quarter starts. The third quarter of the month of the year starts in July. Isn't the cutoff already over? No. So the cutoff is June 30th or 31st, whatever's the last day of the month for VIP qualifications for Extravaganza. July, August, September is the 3-month period for October LDW, right? So if you're not gonna be in qualifications for Extravaganza, that's cool. Use this month because what is it? The 15th? 16th. It's 16th of the month. So we got about 30 days or 30 days. We had about 2 weeks left, a little bit over 2 weeks left in this month to say, hey, I'm going to get in the gear. I'm going to get in the grind mode and I'm going to set myself up properly so I can have a powerful July, so I can have a powerful August, so I can have a powerful September, so I can sit VIP at LDW. And so my team can see, so they can say, yo, I want to do that too. Because when you have a couple people sitting VIP, you're doing pretty well. Your organization going up. You know what I'm saying? Clearly, that's what that is. Because if you're sitting VIP, you're definitely a supervisor. And if you're a supervisor sitting VIP, that means you did a lot of volume. And if you did a lot of volume with, supervisors under you, that means your organization's growing. More than likely, you hit active royalty if it's you and a few other people sitting. If it's you and a few other people sitting VIP. So you got to set yourself up for that. So what does that look like starting today? Right? You're going to have to change some of your habits, right? Sunday night TV up until like if you ain't did nothing all day and you watching Sunday night TV, you should probably start planning your week. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, and what that looks like as far as you inside of your job. And then what are you going to be doing outside of your job? Can you set any appointments that you can do Sunday night for the rest of the week? Can you say, hey, I'm going to host a shake party this day. I'm free at this time. I'm going to invite people to come over at this time in this frame, right? From 4 to 6, 6 to 7, whatever it may be. Are you able to set that up? You know what? I'm going to go ahead and start doing my first Fit Club. I'm going to get together with some of the people in the area and say, hey, I'm going to be at this park or this space at this time. Come work out with me, right? Like, you have to be able to set yourself up so you can win. Because if you just going willy-nilly, don't get me wrong, I'm a victim of going willy-nilly sometimes. Facts. But the thing is, though, I can hone my willy-nilly in to say, okay, this is what I'm getting done today, no matter what. Now, everybody has that ability at this time. So, therefore, in turn, you should probably write it out and plan it for the future, right? And when you do that, it's going to make it a lot easier because then you don't got to guess about what I'm doing today. Okay, I'm going to go talk to 10 people today about the products. Okay, Tuesday, I'm going to go talk to 10 people about the business. Wednesday, I'm going to host a shake party. Thursday, I'm going to do a fit club. Friday, I'm going to go talk to 10 more people, right? Something like that. And inside of that, using the products, obviously, posting on social media, following up, yes. But to say, okay, this is what I'm doing for this hour, 2 hours, 3 hours. Because the reality of it is, you don't have to be working all day, but you can get a lot done in a 2-3 hour period if you're intentional about it. Just say, okay, I know I get off at 5. I can be home by 6:30. From 6:30 to 8:30, I'm going to go because it's still light outside. It ain't dark. It's about to be 8 o'clock right now. It's still bright outside. So you can say, yo, no matter what, I'm going to go talk to people outside or I'm going to get myself in front of people at this time, no matter what, for 2 hours, period. It doesn't matter if it's Like, it ain't no number set. It's just for the time frame, right? If you do that for 90 days, or how many weeks is that? 12 weeks. If you can do that for 12 weeks, plan your week out for the next 12 weeks, I guarantee you'll be in a different place as far as business-wise than you are currently. Guarantee it. Guarantee it. Who wants to try? Who wants to try? All right, bet. Check it out. Well, listen, girl. I'm here. So I'm going to be seeing if you do it or not, right? But just to say, hey, I'm going to get so for example, right, I'm going to use Amanda's schedule because I know it, right? She goes to work at 1, she get up at 9:30, whatever, right? So that means that between the time she wakes up, whatever time that may be, let's just say 7, right? Between 7 and 11:30, 11, let's just say 11, right? Between 7 and 11, that's a lot of time to say, okay, you know what? I'm going to get my shake. I'm going to post on social media. I'm going to go to the gym, and I'm going to go talk to 5 people. That is enough time for you to say, hey, no matter what, I'm going to do that and then go to work. And, you know, obviously at work, she'd be doing her thing at work as far as following up, posting on social media. Yeah, for sure. But the intentional part to say, this is what I'm doing before work in this amount of hours, right? That's going to jumpstart your business because you're intentional about it and you already laid it out. Now, when it's time to get up Tuesday, you don't got to worry about what you're going to do because you already had it Sunday. Does that make sense? Awesome. Great. Another thing, right, before we start to end this call, please pay attention to what's going on as far as business. Pay attention to what's going on in your life. Pay attention to the trends that you see. Pay attention to the information that's coming across. Because I was just talking to somebody on our team the other day, and she said to me, I can't exactly remember. I can't give you word for word, but essentially she was like, she wasn't sure what president's team was, and she wasn't sure that she could sponsor other people on her team. I believe that I'm pretty sure, essentially that's what she was saying, right? Or no, the question was, how do I increase my income? I'm not sure how to do it. And I said the first thing I said to her is, do you watch the Sunday calls? And she said, yes. And if I can't get on the Sunday calls at the time, I always watch them after. And you know, I didn't want to be like, I don't like to call people. Actually, I do like to call people out, but I don't always do it because you feel me? It's like, I don't always do it, but I will for sure, without a doubt. And she was like, yeah, I watch them. I'm just like, I don't know if you watch them. If you're asking about how are you sure, because mind you, this person I've seen on the calls, I've talked to this person and they're not sure how to increase their income. And I'm just like, all right, bet. It's either you're just not paying attention, you're not paying attention and you're getting on the calls just because your sponsor's saying get on the calls, or you're just really not clear. I believe it's the first one because it's like, listen, the call's been going on since you've been on the team for X amount of time. We've talked about it X amount of times. So it's just like, listen, you just might not be paying attention. So my thing is this, pay attention to what's going on, right? No question is dumb. No, there's no such thing as a dumb question, but there are lazy questions, right? Like, how do you make a shake? That's a lazy question. Where can I check my volume? That's a lazy question. Where can I see where the checks are posted at? That's a lazy question, right? Things of that nature, right? Those are lazy questions. But a legit question that somebody might not necessarily know, okay, what do I say when I host a shake party? Okay, that's a legit question. You see what I'm saying? And like I'm saying, all questions are legit. It's just lazy or not. So I tell people all the time, when they ask me a question that's easily answerable, oh, how do I don't remember the question. Lowe's just asked me a question the other day. I told him myherbalife.com. Because it's there. Because listen, my sponsor taught me that anything that you can truly find out, you'll look for it. If you really want to know the information, you'll look for it. Most 80% of the information that you can do or that you can learn is on myherbalife.com, right? You just got to search for it. You just got to type in, literally, if you type in whatever in the search bar, it'll tell you in the search bar, right? So I always tell people myherbalife.com, and I suggest that you guys do that too. And don't get caught up in the minor things. Only major in the major things, right? I think that's how it says, something like that. Just don't get caught up in the minor things. All questions is good questions because I feel like questions need to be asked for this conversation to get forward and for people to learn more. Because I guarantee there's going to be somebody that's going to watch this call in the future that's going to be like, man, I'm not sure about this. And if you guys ask questions, then that questions could possibly get answered. But I can't answer all the questions because I don't know. You know what I mean? So, any questions? If not, it's all right.
What do you say when you're hosting a shake party?
That's actually a great question. So when you're hosting a shake party, so I'm gonna tell you what, there's actually nothing formal for you to say when you host a shake party. But you overall, when you host a shake party, you want to obviously have the products there, the shakes. You could have like teas and stuff too. You can have a bunch of stuff, but I don't want to say break yourself to host a shake party. I don't want to say go order hella different flavors. You know what I'm saying? Just order a general flavor, cookies and cream. Like, you know, most people are okay with cookies and cream. Like, I'm not gonna come to a shake party and be like, I got caramel apple as my only flavor shake. Now, mind you, you can have the options available if they're available, but you don't want to just be coming off and say, yep, caramel apple, that's the only flavor. Some people might not like that. Most people like cookies and cream or vanilla, right? So you have that. I would say have a shake and tea, right? Not a whole ass tea, maybe just a shot of aloe and a quick little of tea. You feel me? Just so they can get it popping. And then when you're hosting a shake party, just when I've hosted a few shake parties. So for me, what I did was that when I hosted a shake party, I talked about the results that it gave me, how I felt, and how I've helped a lot of other people get results. And I happen to have, I can't remember who I had here, but I had like two or three people on the team, and they was telling their story because I had a big group of people that range from people that needed to lose weight to people that needed to gain, and I had men and women. So I had to, you know, I couldn't just be me there. But you want to talk about the products, you want to talk about how that made you feel, you want to talk about the results that you got, and within that, still be cool about it, like still, you know, regular conversation, because you don't want to have it be strictly Herbalife, and it's going to turn people off. But you be clear, when you're coming to this shake party, we go talk about Herbalife. We go talk about results. But we can also talk about Anthony Davis to the Lakers. You know what I'm saying? We could also talk about, you know what I'm saying, Raider Nation in their last year in Oakland, right? But I felt really good before I went to the game because I drank my shake and my tea. You see what I'm saying? You want to follow it up and also make sure that you're talking about and they get the point across to say, hey, these products can get me results. These products can make me feel better. And there's an income opportunity behind it. Great. You know what I'm saying? If you can get those 3 points across, successful shake party. Because at the end of the day, if you can get just the products in people's mouths, that's a win, right? And then you explaining about, you know, what it does or whatever, that's the back part about it. But if you can get them to taste the shake, you've won. So you got to get enough people to say, hey, you know what? I'm going to get, you know, Carlos, you got a house. So you can be like, yo, I'm going to get 10 of my people over and I'll make them, you know, not whole shakes either. Like, unless you have it like that. But not whole shakes. Just pour them a little, you know, a little smidge. Boom, boom. This is what it tastes like. You know what I'm saying? And me doing this, drinking this shake twice a day, me working out, me eating a healthy meal, it got me to look like this. Feel great. You know what I'm saying? And then you'll go from there and answer questions as people have them. Because that's what's going to happen at a shake party. People will ask you a lot of questions. And then, you know, that's where a lot of the information gets put out by you answering them. You know what I mean? So, yeah, that's what I would do at a shake party. And also, though, obviously, if you type in shake party at myherbalife.com, they'll give you a structure on a shake party, but it's not going to tell you what to say. So that is also available on myherbalife.com. Boom. I'm glad that you asked that question. That was a good question. Other than that, that's pretty much it that I have for you guys. Sorry that I was late. Like I said, it was due to a family event, but I had to make sure that I got here and I wasn't going to cancel the call because it started late. So I know it's Father's Day, and I know that people want to get back to whatever they're doing. People are probably already doing what they're doing already. That's why they're not going to be on the call, or that's why they're not on the call right now, which is fine, right? The calls won't stop. You know what I'm saying? If you get on, awesome. If you don't, awesome. It's whatever. We're going to keep it rolling, and it will show in people's success and their volume and what they're doing, right? So this is a volunteer army. I don't, want to make people feel bad for not getting on the call. But if you say that you're committed, then, boom. I'm going to see you guys. Holla at me. If you need me, call me. If you have questions, ask me. Yeah, that's pretty much it.